Good morning, Derek. Sir D, as I like to call you. Good morning, sir. Billy D. In the gym early as usual. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Morning!
Good morning, Brock. Good morning, Nerdy. Good morning, Hags and Jesse and Pace. Good morning. Good morning. Nerdy, I'm going to talk to you in a few minutes. I have a plan for Nerdy in the Colorado Michael League. I have a plan. Listen to me. It isn't so much that, but there's something neat going on in Colorado Springs that I bet you guys would love to do there too. Good morning, everybody. I'm saying good morning. Good morning, moms and Mr. Phillips. It's always a pleasure to see moms here. Good morning. I see you all. Good morning. Say hello to each other. Maybe even push the like button. If you're feeling super lazy, Catzilla, all you have to do is double tap your screen. Herbie, good morning. Just double tap the old screenaroo, and we know that you're giving us a thumbs up. It's not for us, but it's for the algorithm. Do an algorithm situational. That's a good one, Herbie. That's a really good one. Nerdy, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dez. Are we talking about the same guy, nerds? Dez? Isn't that the dude's name? Is it, nerd? Are we talking about the same guy? Are we talking about the great situation going on? Yep. See, we're on top of stuff, nerds. We're talking about the same guy who's with that. Sounds like he's got a badass basement. Sounds like dude's got one badass basement. Stuff's going on in there. Good morning, Laura in 5280. Good morning, Streety. I just winked at Streety. I just gave him one of those douchey winks. Good morning to the streets. Good morning. Nerd, I figured it. As soon as I read that, I said, Nerd could be doing this. Nerd could handle this situation. I would go to the Church of the Nerd. Okay? I would go to the Church of the Nerd. Good morning, Tom. You're out of line, streets. Good morning, Dame, to you. Oh, Jesus. Derek got it, Streety. Derek got it. Oh, gosh darn it. That's my first giggle of the day. Thank you. It surely will not be my last. Good morning. Okay, Sarah, well, thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. We have a lot of people that listen that really don't say much. And that's just okay. Everything about that is okay. With a capital K. Good morning. Oh, gosh. Trenty the Trenty Trenterson. I see him. I see a Trent. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay. Good morning. Some work at work. Some work and lurk. Some lurky from worky. Which do you do first? Do you lurk or do you work? Or do you work, then you lurk? Which happens? I think you work, then you lurk. There you go, Streety. Good morning, Wazzy the Wazzy Wazerton. I think first you work, and then you lurk. Good Shanti morning to Michael Patterson. You lurk until you get coffee into you. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, any good office has to have a heck of a nice coffee room, am I right? With a refrigerator that you can steal your coworkers' lunch from, right? Who's ever had their lunch stolen at work? My hand is up. My hand is up. Anybody ever had their lunch stolen from the coffee room refrigerator? Catzilla, you too? I remember it was like a beautiful ham sandwich I had made. Like I couldn't wait for lunch. I go to get my ham sandwich, and it was like abracadabra, it's not there. You're only one, that's all you are. Pacers, you've had it? Was that your lunch? Nerd, it was you? I don't think it was you. I don't think you would do that. Oh yeah, I've had my lunch stolen a time or two. That's when you start like bringing in a special box and put your name on it and stuff. It's like, come on, people. Don't steal lunches. There's a sprint. Oh, just chicken sandwich, ew. I know what you do. You put some of that laxative on your sandwich. WMG. Just put some laxative. Must have been mine, nerdy. I don't do relish though. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Straighty's on the same page as me. I don't do relish. I like ketchup and not on a hot dog. I like mayonnaise, a little bit of mayonnaise, and a lot of mustard. And then I'll have chili on the side. But I don't like putting the chili on the whole hot dog because by the end of the hot dog it's soggy. So I just do it one bite at a time at the tip of the hot dog, just the tip. Okay, just the tip. Good morning, Capybara Vlogger. I'm glad to see you here this morning. Yeah, I put chili on just the tip and then take a bite, and then each tip gets a bite. Right, WMG? Onions too, but I don't put chili on the whole dog. Just the tip, we promise you. Oops. Good morning, Cappy. This is, we don't talk about hot dog tips every morning, I promise you. Okay? Mayo on a hot dog is psychopathic, then that's me. It's sociopathic. How about that? It's sociopathic. Maybe not psychopathic. Maybe it's just socio. Okay, I'm on the spectrum. Good copy. Whoops. Good morning. You kids are out of control already. Okay? Aaron needs a little advice on the last tip. The hot water ruined jet. Okay, it's colonized, but it just won't fruit. I see pins, but the weather outside's mist. Just get your tub to around 74 degrees, Aaron. Just. If it's hot outside, you probably have to run like a small little. I can even show you an example. Hold on, I'll show you an example. This fella. If you need some. If you need a little bit of a cooler, they make these little guys, these little Arctic air fellas. And You fill it with water. Usually I'll put ice cubes in that, and then you can adjust it, and then that blows out good cool air. So you could even put one of those inside your tent or your grow chamber. Okay, and that helps. You can start getting your, if it's real hot, that's a good localized cooling situation. It actually does, WMG. I was surprised. I picked it up to check it out, and I was surprised, but it actually gives a heck of a nice cooling. Okay, Herbie, it would be a contamination blaster if you were using outside air to flow through it. But if you're using it in a clean air environment, then it's just recirculating the same clean air, right? So it's actually drawing on the clean air that you've already provided. So I haven't experienced contamination from it. So, don't put it in the window. Don't put it in the window. But if you've already got good clean air in your grow chamber, then it's just recirculating the clean air. So that is a quick cooler recommendation, and I have found it to work. And of course you always keep it clean, and it has a neat feature right here. Where is it? Let's see. I think it's got water in it, so I can't. But the filter is right in here. There's some filters right in there, and you can keep those clean if you want. I mean, as you can. Cappy, I'm in Detroit. So again, Pops is always full of recommendationals. Okay, that's one of Pops' recommendationals. Good morning. 40 people here already. What a beautiful morning. 40 people, 26 likes. Something tells me, excuse me, something tells me we can up the like button just a touch. What do you think? Good morning. Up the like button. Okay, we can do a little bit better on the like button. I'm gonna make a quick adjustment here, so the camera's gonna go wobbly for a second. But give me a second here. Oops, I don't need to do that. 1 second, hang in there. I'm plugging in my charger because I didn't really have this thing well charged last night. So give me a second while I plug in my charger. There we go. I'm all plugged in, we're all charged up, we're ready to roll. Okay? Oh, Aaron, that sounds terrible. No, Trojan, we don't necessarily worry about those. Those are your personal issues, not ours. Okay? If you're working with one of those, then I hope you have a good time. All right? Over here, we just worry about the camera having enough charge to run through a show. Okay? Herbie slammed him. You don't talk like that here. Okay? Oh. I remember back in the day, I was so embarrassed to order Trojans. Okay? Go to the drugstore. Psst, prophylactic, please. How come we didn't just call it a rubber? I was taught when I was youngster, go in and ask for a prophylactic. Okay? Good morning. Good morning. It is. It's a fine good morning. 39 people, 35 likes. This guy is not. I know, Higgs, he just freaking smoked it. But, oh, life can be so wonderful. Hey, a quick update. I saw on the news this morning. What? That's when they had put it on the announcer. Prophylactics on aisle 7. Okay. Oh. That you turned, run out of the store. Oh gosh, that wasn't me. silly the things that we get shy about. Price check. They don't have to do a price check. They had those. Cappy, so what is your country? In my country. So that means you're in Europe. Spain. I'm putting you in Spain. Okay, I think you're in Croatia. Okay, you're in that part of the chain. I mean, Europe. Okay, price check. Price check on Diddy oil? Can I get a price check on the Diddy oil, please? Okay. Calm down, Pops. Okay? What in the world is going on? Well, it started out, we were talking about how to eat a chili dog. Okay? Preparation H. Oh, gosh, that's another one you don't. Titty oil out of stock. Wrong size, sir. I need large. Stop it, Pops. Change the subject. I'm changing the subject right now. Okay? It's okay to have a fun time, though. Remember, I do press the button that says for adults only. Okay, so this is an adult only show. All right. Okay. Update. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the lady in Australia that was on trial for making a beef Wellington, and the mushrooms that she used in the beef Wellington paste were made out of death cap mushrooms. Do you guys remember that? We talked about her last couple of weeks ago. She's been convicted. But what was interesting was this morning, the they interviewed, well, not on CNN, but they showed an interview of the emergency room doctor that, remember, she killed 3 out of the 4 people at her party died. And the other one was extremely, 100% nerd. And the other one was got extremely sick. And interestingly enough, the emergency room doctor, he was the one that actually called the attention of the police and said, I think we have a situation here. And that's how the whole investigation got started. And he said that he immediately knew that the lady, he actually used the word, he said, I thought immediately there was something evil about her. And the way she responded to his questions that he was asking about, the people that were brought in, and he said just her responses and the way she behaved herself in the emergency room, he said there's something very evil about this lady. That's unusual for a doctor, an emergency room doctor, to call someone evil. So there was something radiating off of that woman, and it sounds like they got her. Okay? Is that right? Don't Trip knows a little bit about it. That's exactly what happened. So that's the report. I haven't heard if she's been sentenced yet, but I do know that she was convicted and that the emergency room doctor did his job very, very well. Unfortunately, he couldn't save the people. Aaron thinks she should have to eat a few herself. I wonder. Okay. Don't Trip says you come back for a few sec for a little bit, but then you head back downhill again. Good morning, everybody. So that was, I doubt that, Herbs. I think she's gonna get significant time. I mean, kill 3 people. That's worth life. That's worth a life sentence as far as I can, think. Tricycle Day newsletter today. I might read this article tomorrow. I have a couple other articles already planned, but our friends here that are in Colorado, They have a really neat thing going on. This is, sometimes they make these phony baloney churches so they can do or sell psychedelics, but they use church as the blind for the situation. There's a neat church, as I'm reading about it in a couple of reviews. There's a pretty darn neat church going on in Colorado Springs, where the guy has opened up his basement and turned it into a psychedelic church. And the truth is, when you read this article and a couple of the testimonials, it sounds like they're doing some amazing work. And not even so much the psychedelics. Okay, Capybara, thank you for being here, Croatia. But it's the community that is being built around the concept of sharing and mushrooms and DMT, which scares the heck out of me. But I get it. I haven't tried DMT because I just not ready to go there. Not ready to see aliens yet. But great. It sounds like quite a nice outfit. This one does not sound like the guy's gouging people for money. And so I was reading that, and the very first thing, that's right, Classic. Right, Aaron? Not yet, right? As soon as I was reading this article, the first thing that came to my mind is, this is something Nerdy could pull off. If Nerdy had a location, whatever, Nerdy could, because he's such a good organizer. And I mean, the other of you in the Colorado League, my colleague, I'm not trying to give him all the credit, but I give him a lot. Because the man is consistent. He's been doing his outreaches for a couple of years now. And with consistency and goodness and kindness. So, as far as I'm concerned, Nerdy should be wearing one of the shawls that they wear, or come up with an outfit. But they're out of Colorado Springs. You would just need a location. Yeah, I'm not even joking, Nerdy. If there was any way I could support something like that popping up around what I know you're capable of, count me in as a sponsor. Okay? Count me in as a sponsor. I would sponsor that immediately with your situation. That's right, Pacers. There's a lot of people that can say that, I think. And Colorado's doing such a good job in terms of the grow it and share it opportunities. And they're saying, you can do this, but we're not looking for you to be making money off of each other. Haig's Nerd is a really good guy. He's a walking human smile, and he makes really good gummies. Okay? Good morning. I see Taco here. Taco, I missed you yesterday. Taco Tuesday. So I guess it's Taco Wednesday? All right. Taco Wednesday it is. Let's get started with a couple of things. Well, wait a minute. Excuse me, pardon me, hold on. I know I could do it. Excuse me. Teeny little cold wants to get started, and I'm going to tell him no, you can't get started. Bill collector's calling, interrupting my pops at tub. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, blessing people. Thank you. Gesundheit. Right? Oh, gosh. Thank you, guys. Anyway, sneezing right on top of you. Sorry about that. I think I'm going to get started this morning where I'm not just rambly-bambly, because we have some stuff to cover today. All right, let me read a couple of things to you out of Tricycle Day today. Okay, Gesundheit, nobody can spell that. We don't even spell it, we don't even say it correctly, I bet. Gesundheit! I don't know. Anybody here speak German? Who here speaks German? Can you pronounce it for us? Oh, never mind. You don't have a microphone. Okay. Kim, when is the Mushfest? Is it this coming weekend? Is the Mushfest this coming weekend? Yeah. Yeah, it is. 9. I'm nerdy. Can't do it. No, I meant pronounce on purpose, Joe. But I'm challenging you. Okay, so it's next weekend. Great. I'll put the donation. I'm gonna be sending Nerdy a donation for the dose counter. So I'll get that in the mail today. So that'll give it plenty of time to be there. Okay. Yep. There's gonna be a Mushfest in Colorado. Give us a close city. What's one of the closest cities there, Kimmy? Of course, Kim. Of course, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we'll get you some albino golden teachers to put out there for you guys to give away. Jesse, you Colorado City. What is one of the close cities, Kim? Colorado City. Okay. Colorado City. If you're anywhere even close, you should find a way to at least get by there, even if you don't plan on getting a tent or anything. Get on by there and meet some of the people here and others that will be there. It's south of Pueblo, Colorado. I like saying the word Pueblo. Say it with me, you guys. It sounds kind of fun. Pueblo. Okay? It's not pronounced Pueblo. No, it's Pueb. Don't try the pew. It's Pueblo. You know, there's certain words that are fun to say. And then there's other words like Gesundheit that are not as fun. Okay? You got the shirts, Nerdy? You got the shirts? Do you have how do you get one from you? How do I get a shirt? They say Pueblo. They do not. Nobody says Pueblo. Really? No. I'm not peeing in Pueblo. No. I'm not. You gotta change that. You guys are in charge of starting making them say Pueblo. Okay? Pueblo? No. I'm not putting up with that. Unequivocally. That's a good one, but it's a little complicated. Okay? It's Pueblo. Okay, Pueblo. I like Pueb. I'm sticking with Pueb. P-W-E-B-L-O-W. Pueblo. Let's get started, Pops. This is the editor. No, before we get started, never winner beforers. You've never won anything here before. I've never sent you anything from the Detroit Mush Lab. If that's you, I want you to guess a number, just one number, one, not three, one number between 1 and 10, the numbers in my head. Go. Never won here before. You know who you are. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay? Pick one number between 1 and 10. That gives you a 10% chance if you're a never winner before. Just pick one. Don't say it. Don't do it a bunch of times. Just one number. And whoever says that number, never winner before. I want to send a never winner before or something. Okay, I'm looking at the number. I'm looking at the comments. And so far we've only had 3 or 4. Give me one number between 1 and 10. And then give everybody a chance. Okay? I haven't seen the number yet, Kim. There never winner before is for a reason. Okay? No. Taco! Taco got it. The number in my head was 9. Taco, talk to me. Send me your address. At the Detroit Mush Lab, that's all one word. The Detroit Mush Lab, Lab, at gmail.com. And I'm going to send you a pack of supplemental supplements and a little bit of lettuce on top. Okay, shredded cheese. Okay. Congratulations to Taco. I had tacos this weekend in Maryland. You know what? Pretty good. Nobody compares to Southern California's Mexican food, though. Sorry. I have not found it. Here in Detroit, in the whole city of Detroit, there's 3 Mexican restaurants, and they all taste like they were made by somebody from Detroit. Okay? Yeah, you know what we're talking about, Brock. You went with me. I was like, wait a minute. Why does this taste like a Detroit, almost tastes like a coney dog? Okay, this is pretty close to a coney dog in a taco shell. It was like, ugh, okay. But in California, especially Southern California, man, just the food trucks. Some of the food trucks have some of the best tacos you've ever tasted in your whole life. You're going, oh my God, I'm coming back. There was actually one food truck always parked in the same place. That was my go-to. I didn't even go to restaurants. I went to the Roach Coach, but it wasn't Roachy. And man, oh man, there's a gorgeous Mexican ladies back there putting their tacos together. Herbie, you have a taco truck? You probably do in Texas too. Yeah, Texas is going to definitely be serving up some good Mexican food. Okay, Mexicans, Texicans. Okay, but SoCal is where I've had Mexican food is actually my favorite cuisine in terms of countries. And then I think Italian second. And then American food is third for me. I like American food, but Mexican food first. I love some good Italian. And then we'll grab ourselves a steak and a burger. Herb. There you go. Let's get busy. So Taco, you're going to send me your address. The Detroit Mush Lab at gmail.com. Carne asada rules. Carne asada rules. Okay? This is the editor, the small editorial that it's always at the end of the Tricycle Day newsletter that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay? It starts out, he says, I felt compelled to share. Excuse me. Sorry, we got to get on our soapbox real quick. If your bookshelf is organized by color, or you insist on neatly stacking your papers, that doesn't make you so OCD. OCD isn't a cute, quirky personality trait. It's a debilitating. Oh gosh, WMG, stop it. I was dreaming about Mongolian food just recently. There's a Mongolian barbecue place in California. Oh my God. Stop it. I'm trying to get serious here. Don't get me into food fantasy. I need a Mongolian one of these days. Let's go back. OCD isn't a cute, quirky personality trait. It's a debilitating disorder that traps people in cycles of intrusive thoughts and in compulsive behaviors. Right, Kim? I have a couple of people that I know trapped in OCD. And the one fella's thing is security. Checks every lock, every window throughout the whole house 3 times before he leaves. This is no joke. I'm not even kidding you. Then you get in the car and by the time you get to the end of the block, there's so much anxiety in the car, you got to turn around and go back so you can check it again. He'll unlock the door to go inside to check if it was locked. And I'm not making fun of that. That is debilitating. It's almost impossible for my friend to leave because of his need to go back and check. And I have another friend that counts everything. Everything they do, they're keeping track of, and they're counting in their head how long, 1, 2, if they're, everything they do, they count. And then, I don't know what they do with the numbers, but it's not quirky. It can be capturing, right, Pace? And there's different ways that people express their the disorder, but it can be extremely debilitating. Don't kid yourself. So cool. Now that that's off our chest, here's some good news. Europe's, I'm sorry to hear that, Pace, but I get it. I'm lucky that I've never really been OCD. I was dating a girl who had an OCD about cleanliness. Now, cleanliness is a great thing. I like to be clean too, and let me tell you how clean we keep our grow areas, our labs, everything else, to the degree where, I wear white lab clothes and everything, because that helps keep everything clean and reminds me of always having septic procedures. But when it goes to the point of this, she had different color sponges. She had a green sponge, a yellow sponge, a red sponge, a pink sponge, an orange sponge, and each sponge had a certain purpose. You could use the green sponges on pans. I'm just making up a recall, but it would green sponge for pans, red sponge for the countertop, orange sponge for the floor. Each sponge color had a specific cleaning target. And woe unto you if you used the wrong sponge for the wrong thing. You're thinking, I'm doing a great thing, I'm wiping off the countertop, I'm keeping everything clean. She'd walk in, she goes, oh my God, you're using the red sponge! You're supposed to use a yellow one! And I'm like, I lost the color code. So because I wasn't in a great place mentally myself, that would start a fight. Well, God darn it, why don't you post a color code chart on the... Next thing you know, we're fighting about it. Because A, I couldn't accept the correction, but B, it's like, stop being so silly. It isn't silly. It was her thing. And needless to say, I didn't move in. No, we dated long distance, okay? It's just a true story. And when your OCD is causing fights in relationships, you're going to want to look into a way to not do that. It's a true story though. Like I was always in trouble because I used the wrong sponges. And then the truth is, she was also the one that had every can was alphabetized. The cans in the pantry, alphabetized and labels pointing outwards. That I could do. That I didn't have a problem. I'd come home from doing some shopping. I'd put the cans in. I'd sort them alphabetically, and then I'd always make sure that the labels were changed. Oh, one more thing that she, on her cleanliness. This is a true story. It's a true story. Vacuum cleaner. She kept the original box that the vacuum cleaner came in. The original box. And usually when you get a vacuum cleaner in a box, it has a plastic bag that it comes in from the manufacturer. she would always put the plastic bag back over the vacuum cleaner and put the vacuum cleaner, well, after vacuuming one time, have to clean the whole vacuum, the trash collection part, the thing that hold all the dust and dirt. She'd have to clean it. Sparkly brand new. Completely clean it. Wipe it out. I forget which color sponge we used. Wipe it out. Put the vacuum cleaner back together. Put the plastic bag over the vacuum cleaner. And put the vacuum cleaner back in its original box. And then that would go in the coat closet. So every time you went to vacuum, you were using a brand new vacuum cleaner. Or as close to brand new as we could get it. One of the biggest fights we ever had of our life. It's a true story. Turned into a fight. That's it, I'm breaking up with you. One day I got to her house before she did. And I thought, a turn on. I'm not joking. It was like really made her feel good. When she would see the carpet stripes from the vacuum cleaner. I like that too. I like walking in a place and you can see the pattern that you leave from vacuuming. You know what I'm talking about on the carpet? Give me 5 people know what I'm talking about. Oh, I know, Kim. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? The stripes from running a vacuum cleaner? And I know that she loved that. Okay, Nippy, you know what I'm talking about. And I know that this girl loved carpet stripes. It made her feel everything was clean. Okay? Derek, you get it. So I'm gonna do my girl a favor, or get her excited. And I'm gonna get stripes on the carpet before she comes home. So I'm in there, I'm vacuuming. I go through the whole routine. Clean the vacuum cleaner out after using it. Put the plastic bag back on, put it back in the box, put it in the closet. And I can't wait till she gets home and she sees what a good boy I've been and what a wonderful boyfriend. She comes home and I'm expecting a bunch of attaboys and maybe even a kiss or something. Maybe I scored a brownie point or 2. She comes home and she sees the carpet stripes. The very first thing she didn't say, hey, that looks great. She didn't say thank you. The very first thing she did was, carpet stripes. Went to the closet, opened the closet, opened the box, pulled the vacuum cleaner out, and checked if I had cleaned the tank, the collection area out or not. Yeah, the very first thing. It was like, what? You don't, now I'm violating my agreement number 2, but I didn't know about it then. Now I'm taking it personal. Right, nerd? Now I'm taking it personal. Oh, so instead of thanking me for carpet stripes, you're immediately assuming that I did it wrong. And blah, 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 and I'm in the wrong headspace. And now she's like, well, you always do it wrong. Why wouldn't you do it wrong this time? Did you use the right sponge? And then I used the orange sponge. She goes, well, you're supposed to use the red one. And it went downhill from there. Needless to say, I never carpet striped again. Wasn't worth it. All of that to say it's debilitating. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm reading comments. Anybody have anything want to say about that? Joe, it wasn't funny though. I mean, it's funny telling the story later. But now you're in the middle of it. All because, okay, cool. Oh, geez. Anyways, that's my story. I get what you're saying. Why vacuum again? I wasn't going to vacuum again. That's it. She got one carpet stripe out of me. Okay. After that, it's like, well, then you vacuum yourself from now on. And it went downhill from there. Okay. Oh, life is funny. Okay. So, my good intentions. So cool. Now that that's off our chest, here's some good news. Europe's first formal study of psilocybin for OCD just got published. And here's the results. The results could give patients and psychiatrists a new reason to obsess. Researchers at Imperial College London tested a 10 milligram dose of psilocybin against a 1 milligram control with treatment-resistant OCD patients. Here's what they found. Rapid results. A single dose led to a significant reduction in OCD symptoms within 1 week. Participants saw meaningful improvements on the Yale-Brown Obsessive Compulsive Scale. Yeah, there is a scale where they can measure your OCD. Benefits were stronger for compulsive behaviors versus obsessive thoughts. Short-lived effects. The effects peaked at 1 week, and they were not sustained for over 2 or 4 weeks. There was a peak, and it controlled the obsessive behavior for up to a week. Excuse me. Depression scores didn't change, which suggests that psilocybin did a better job of targeting OCD behavior versus thoughts. For a condition so notoriously hard to treat, any improvement is worth celebrating. But this obviously isn't a cure-all. The effects were temporary, and no one achieved full remission. Wait for this. They said the researchers deliberately chose a gentler 10 milligram. 10 milligram is not much, right? That's a tenth of a gram, right? A 10 milligram dose instead of the typical 25 milligram dose used in other trials. Why? People with OCD often fear losing control of their thoughts, so they wanted to minimize intense psychedelic effects. Kind of makes sense. If they're going to be testing people with OCD, we're not going to give them bigger doses because they're already afraid of losing control. So we're going to give them a minimal dose so their fear of losing control can be minimized. As a result of giving a minimum dose, you're probably going to get maximum effect. Looking ahead, the team suggests combining psilocybin with other therapies to extend the benefits. They're also not opposed to testing higher and repeat doses to work with this obsessions long term. Now, if you'll excuse us, our altar beckons. We need to go arrange our mushrooms according to size. They are nerdy. Yes, they're not talking about a mushroom. They're talking about the psilocybin itself. So that's pretty neat. We see it working, and we see that it can work, but we're having to learn how to work with it and our OCD patients. Give me 5 people that understand that. Give me 5 people. I get it, Pops. It can be John Zook, but then there's some laboratories, especially a group out of Toronto that I have a connection with. And actually they're mentioned in this week's newsletter, doing some phenomenal work with their psilocybin extraction and research. Okay? 4-leaf. There he goes. That's being so honest and transparent. I love our honest and transparent comments here. So, today we were going to talk about gratitude. Today we're going to discuss gratitude. We have about 20 minutes left here, and we're going to discuss gratitude. I'm going to read you a few quotes first. I grabbed a few quotes and put them together here. Lead with kindness. Love with gratitude. And if you're a leader or propose to lead with kindness and love with gratitude. I love that. How about this one? We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can rejoice because thorns have roses. Good one. So that one sounded like Sean T. Patterson to me. How about this one? Gratitude makes sense of our past. It brings peace for today, and it creates a vision for tomorrow. Gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, can turn routine jobs into joy, and it can change ordinary opportunities into blessings. Simple gratitude. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Do we talk about practice here? Give me 5 people that say, yes, we do. Do we talk about practice here? Almost every single day the word practice comes up, does it not? We're at the gym here. We're at the kindness gym. We do practice rotations, don't we? We do reps of kindness by practice. We say practice almost every day in some form or another. The more you practice the art of thankfulness, the more you have to be thankful for. Good. Gratitude is riches. Complaints are poverty. Rest and be thankful. Gratitude sweetens even the smallest moments. Sweetens. I wonder if that girl should have been grateful that I put his carpet stripes down. We would have had a sweeter moment than the moments we had afterwards, if we were practicing gratitude together. Gratitude and attitude are not challenges. They are choices. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every moment with love, grace, and gratitude. Be kind, be thoughtful, be genuine, but most of all, be thankful. I thought about this, and I don't do it on purpose, but I think at the end of almost every single one of our tea moments together here, I thank you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. I find myself saying thank you to you guys almost every single day at the end of our stream. That's a practice, isn't it? Be thankful for what you have. I know, nerdy, Niffy, me too. But it just automatically comes out of me at the end of almost every one of these. Just thankful. Thankful for the place that I get to be. Thankful that I have so many friends. Thankful that so many people come here and say such nice things to one another. Thankful for building a community of people that are practicing, not perfect by any means, but practicing and getting better and better at it. I've been doing it for almost 4.5 years now. That's a long one. That's a heck of a run, you guys. And some of you, Kim, others, Herbie, I'm thinking Exception. There's many, if I'm not saying your name right now, many of us have been here almost since the very start. Gratitude is my attitude. Positive mental gratitude. Be thankful for what you have, and you'll end up having more. That's what's happening in my grow house. I'm thankful for what I have, and I give it away, and I get more. A couple more. Do you guys like this? Give me 5 people that like this. I am grateful for what I am and for what I have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. I am happy because I'm grateful. I choose to be grateful. That gratitude allows me to be happy. Have a great day yourself, moms. I'm grateful that you are here today. Gratitude looks to the past and love to the present. The little things in life are the biggest gifts. Wear gratitude like a lab coat. I just made that one up. How do you like that one? Wear gratitude like a lab coat. That was a good one. Nerdy, you can use that one. Okay? Gratitude puts us in harmony with the very source that's breathing us, the very power that gives us life. What else? Do I have any more in here? Gratitude will shift you to a higher frequency, and you'll attract much better things. Anybody believe that? The law of attraction. You want to attract good things? Be grateful. Good things immediately come. You have to agree with that one. You've experienced it. That's good, Matthew. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. If you express gratitude in your relationships, Express gratitude to your kids. They're going to be like, who are you and what'd you do with my dad? We don't usually do that. We're usually hollering at them for something. And maybe rightfully so. But maybe there's a better way to teach and train than to holler. Maybe by expressing gratitude and being a leader in your home by example would be a better training method. I speak from one whose dad never said a single grateful, never once expressed gratitude to any of his kids. He didn't know. Every grateful moment brightens a day. Living in a state of gratitude is the gateway to grace. Be thankful for what you have. Your life. Oh gosh, this is goosebumps. This one's goosebumps. Ready? Be grateful and thankful for what you have. Your life is someone else's fairy tale. Oh, I have it so tough. Life sucks. Really? There's somebody on the planet that would consider your life their fairy tale. Wow. Big wow. Today is Gratitude Day. I'm thankful for my family, for my health, for our beautiful planet, and for Tea Crew. Let me read a quick definition here. Gratitude. Gratitude is an emotion that reflects our deep appreciation for what we value, what brings meanings to our life, and what makes us feel connected to ourselves and others. There's overwhelming evidence that gratitude is good for us physically, emotionally, and mentally. There's research that shows that gratitude is correlated with better sleep, increased creativity, decreased entitlement, decreased hostility and aggression. I know all of these to be a fact. I'm experiencing them. I'm less hostile, I'm less aggressive, I'm more creative, I strive to be kinder, especially when I'm expressing gratitude. And you don't have to express gratitude with words all the time. Remember that. Gratitude can be an attitude. Gratitude can just be your behavior. Gratitude is the way you treat the next person with grace and kindness, assisting others, lifting them up, moving the wife out of the way and doing the dishes that night. Excuse me, sweetie, I got this. Helping the kids with their homework without making it a chore. Here, let me sit down. I can help you with your math tonight. Not damn it, I gotta do it again. Can't you do your homework by yourself? Gratitude. It increases your decision-making skills. You're usually going to make better decisions, aren't you? If you're wearing gratitude. If you're practicing it. It also gives you decreased blood pressure. The list goes on. The research is persuasive. I've read countless research articles and books on gratitude, but I still struggled to understand exactly why it helps so much until I read this by Robert Emmons. Emmons is the world's leading scientific expert on gratitude. He's a professor of psychology at the University of California, Davis, and the founding editor-in-chief of the Journal of Positive Psychology. He writes, research on emotion shows that positive emotions wear off quickly. Our emotional system likes newness. Interesting. They like novelty. They like change. We adapt to positive life circumstances so that before too long, the new car, the new spouse, the new house, they don't feel so new and exciting anymore. But gratitude makes us appreciate the value of something. And when we appreciate the value of something, we extract more benefits from it. We're less likely to take it for granted. In effect, I think gratitude allows us to participate more in life. We notice the positives more, and that magnifies the pleasure that you get from life. Instead of adapting to goodness, we celebrate goodness. Instead of it becoming the norm, it becomes something that we celebrate. We spend so much time watching things, movies, computers, screens, sports. But with gratitude, we become participants as opposed to spectators. We're going to talk about gratitude. Give me 5 people that say, Pops, can we talk a little more about gratitude tomorrow? Can we just expose ourselves can we bathe in gratitude a little bit more tomorrow? A couple more quotes and maybe a little bit more out of the Atlas of the Heart. I don't think one day is enough to discuss gratitude. Let's do a little more gratitude talk tomorrow, because it's practice. These aren't things the world taught us. The world taught us to go get the Mercedes-Benz, Rolexes, try to be thin, be a model, be a celebrity. What if we drove down the street and the billboards all were talking about these quotes that we just read out? What if we were being bombarded with that instead? I like that, Kim. Kim's grateful for gratitude. And I'm grateful for you guys, sincerely. I think I say it almost every day in some form or another. What a lucky bunch of people we are. But we experience gratitude and we express it to one another here. I see it every morning when we first say hello to each other. Every morning. Can you imagine how beautiful that is? We start our day with a gratitude bath. It's easier to have a wonderful day when we start it that way. 4 things. Be impeccable. If all you ever came out of your mouth was words of gratitude, imagine how much better your mental health would be. The only words that ever, I can't do it. I'm not there yet. I'm not at that level, but I'm working at it. I want words of gratitude to constantly be flowing out of my impeccable mouth. Don't take things personal. Even carpet stripes. Have no expectations. See, in that case, I had expectations. I thought I'd get attaboys and brownie points. Instead of just doing the carpet, because I was grateful we even had a carpet. And 4th, do your best. If we're working on those 4 agreements, practicing them, gratitude is going to be one of the end fruits and results. I promise. And I don't even have to promise. You guys experience it. It's an empirically true fact. And you'll experience it. You'll know. Go have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for giving me the space. Thank you for giving us the likes that you do. Thanks for being here as consistently as you are. I leave this spot every day with gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness, and hoping that we're making a difference. Pops, peace. Let me scroll you guys out of here. Joe D's and Zozo LSD, good morning. And Herbie, that's right. And Nerdy and Derek Anderson, I love it when Derek's here. Joe D's, Aaron, you have a wonderful day. Nerdy and Jimmy Max to the Maxwell. Michael Patterson says, be a magical person and so Shanti. He does. Aaron and Mr. Phillips and Nerdy and Jimmy and Niffy and Laura, have a divine, grateful day. Cat Meow, Zilla and Nippy and Billy D and Carnivorous. Aaron and Joe D's and Solly and Kim, thank you, International Kindness Ambassador. Nerdy Anthony T, good morning, Nippy, Carnivy. Jesus Christ in Australia, Donnie Pike. Pacers and Jim, thank you. Cleaning and Niffy. Taco. On a Tuesday or a Wednesday, Sammy P. Jesus Christ and Calico Kitty, Aaron. Herbie Von Werby Kabop. Glassic and Nurs, good morning Nurs, grateful too. Grateful. 5280 all day. We're not just the best, you're in the group too there. Robert C., you have a wonderful day. Pops, peace, love. Grateful. I'm wearing gratitude like a lab coat. Get out of here. See you tomorrow.